Howdy, my name is Oatmealint, and today we're going to be playing a Let's Play of EU4 as Novgorod. This is the first video, so to give you a little bit of introduction, I'm going to be playing on AI, having bonuses for the AI, which is going to increase their national manpower, force limits, a bunch of goodies. You can read through it here. I've read through it. The long and short of it is they're militaristically superior. I'm also going to have AI difficulty on hard, which means they're going to act more aggressively toward me as opposed to other AI nations. And similar to my Japan Let's Play, I'm going to have Ironman mode on so that I'm never tempted to save and reload simply because I cannot. So let's just jump right in and I will describe what it is to play as Novgorod. I've already tried Novgorod before briefly to see if it was as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I was looking for an Eastern European country, one in the Eastern Technology Zone, that was going to be all war all the time. In a previous game I played as Moscovoy, previously to be referred to as Moscow, and had easily steamrolled Novgorod. And Novgorod is in as precarious as a position as I thought it was. All war all the time. If you remember from my Japan Let's Play, personally my playstyle does not like war. I don't like war. I don't like conflict. I like peaceful expansion. But this time, that's not going to be an option. So let's send these boats over here to keep any pirates from spawning. But the most of, since I completely control, checked in the last time, completely control the White Sea trade zone, aside from a tiny bit that I guess Moscow has influence. And the Novgorod trade zone is worth so much more. I'm going to go ahead and protect trade in Novgorod with my barks. So let's just go through why this is such a precarious position. Not only do you have Moscow here as an enemy who can get a mission to subjugate Novgorod, which it will probably take, you also don't have any natural allies. Lithuania doesn't like you because border friction and desires provinces. Livonian Order doesn't like you because of same stuff. Sweden and Norway don't like you, not that that matters, because Denmark is controlling them in a personal union. You really just don't have any allies. None except for Ryazan, which I'm going to go ahead and ally with. Not that I think that that'll do much good if Moscow decides to declare on me. As for missions, we learned in the last Japan Let's Play, don't choose a mission until you're about to achieve it. That being said, this is a pretty easy choice. 25 diplomatic power to convert Kixholm if I believe I'm going to be at war a lot, which I do. I played, like I said, I played a few minutes, 20 or so, just to see if this was going to be as tough as I thought, and it is. You're at war all the time, so I'd like to convert them to Russians, so once I get high war exhaustion, they're less likely to revolt. So I'm going to go ahead and take... Oh, if you press the button, you can't take the mission. Interesting. Well, I'll go ahead and take the spread to Niva, then. Don't want to spend my diplomatic power, but I don't really need it that much, only for the peace agreement. I do want to get in a war with Moscow in the future. That's one of the reasons I got steamrolled, is I tried to take these provinces back. They are much stronger than you. You're going to have to be very opportunistic about your war. In fact, that earlier failure and earlier play of Moscow gave me an interesting idea for what to do with my ideas. I'm going to go ahead and beeline defensive ideas for the attrition modifiers, both the positive for them and negative for me. The rest of the stuff is good. Force defense is defensive. Like I said, I'm such a defensive player. Siege, not that it is good, but the morale is good. All this stuff is just great, but this is what you're looking for, so that you can just equip a military leader with some high maneuver and run around, having them follow you, run around in this sort of area, having them follow you, all the while they'll suffer attrition, excuse me, and you won't. So that's the plan. I haven't really executed it, but that's the plan. Manpower guy's good. As you can see, we don't start out with a lot of manpower. Our force limits are going to be low because of low manpower, but we'll pick up manpower guy. Well, let me just show you what he'll do. I've seen this before. Currently, we can have 11 troops. If I pick up manpower guy, should go up to at least 12. We can have 12. We can have still only 11. Still only 11. I guess just increases this number. Doesn't actually increase this. He's much less good than I thought. I'm not going to be buying any military technology for a long time because I'm going to be beelining with all my points that other thing. So even just this is fine. Not that I'll probably ever reach my cap because I'm going to start building troops right away. Unlike in Japan, where I deleted all my knights, in Novgorod, manpower is your limiting factor, so I'm going to go ahead and be buying knights. In a little bit I'll be able to afford a land unit. But I also believe the movement speed of knights is faster, so I could just equip a bunch of knights, and see they have 2 maneuver built in as opposed to 1. So I could just have a bunch of knights and just running around having my enemies follow me. My plan for this Let's Play is either to declare on Moscow when they're in a war with one of these guys and losing, or have them declare on me and just run around and try to escape them and have a ticking war score with them not controlling Novgorod. Hopefully that works. We'll see. It'll rely a lot on me having a guy with a lot of maneuver, so only 1 maneuver. Not really what I'm looking for, but I'll get another shot. In Merchant Republic, one of the main reasons that I find that Novgorod is so powerful in the late game, at least I think it'll be powerful in the late game, is that as a Merchant Republic, the succession law is great. You get to choose how you want to spec out your leader. If you choose to keep him after 4 years of an election, elections are every 4 years, then you lose some of your Republican tradition, but you gain a better leader. He gets +1 in all of his stats, in addition to some monarch points. And it's not such a huge deal because once you get Ivan's 100, you'll get most of that back in 4 years. You'll get 8 back, I think, every 4 years, because it's +1 for 0.1. You'll get another 0.1, so you'll get 2 per year. Every 4 years, you're spending 10. Get most of that back, and they'll die every once in a while. So then, when they die, you can just not re-elect him. You can have a few years of recuperating. He's gonna die soon. He's 101, so I doubt he's gonna live much longer. Well, let's get to it. I'm not gonna have it cranked on to 5 like I did with Japan, but I like to play on 4. We're gonna be keeping tabs on if Moscow gets in any wars. If they get in any wars, I'm gonna go ahead and so that I forgot. I thought of something after I played my game, sort of gamey. Lithuania doesn't like me because they have all these borders with me. What if I just gave this province to Moscow? This province here, Klum. If I could get an alliance with Lithuania, I'd be strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell Klum to Moscow. Kind of seems weird. Simultaneously going to improve relations with Lithuania and try to make an ally out of them. I mean, they still desire provinces, but I don't know why. It's not like they can. These guys like me. I noticed that they're allied with these guys. These guys like me. If I could make an alliance with them, they probably have a fleet. They could probably bring their fleet. Yeah, they have a fleet right here. They probably have more of a fleet than that. That's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and improve. Oh, I have a -5 relation with them. Can't make a alliance with someone you don't like. I know. Crazy. But it's the case. Maybe they'll improve relations with me. Who knows? I'm going to give it a shot. It's not a very long trip over there, and I know I'm not declaring on Moscow anytime soon. Like I said, go ahead and build another knight. Like I said, oh, so my guy died. I want to beeline the military ideas, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the military candidate. Like I said, I'm not declaring on them. If they declare on me and I can get a ticking war score for them having... Sometimes they get a subjugate Novgorod mission. Or if they're under duress from being at war with these Sunnis, maybe I'll declare on them. But I'm a very peaceful person. I'd mostly like to be able to take them out when they're at their weakest. Tver would seem a natural ally. It really would. I have no clue why they're hostile to me. I'm weaker than Moscow. You ally with me, I give you this province that you claim as one of your cores. It's so silly why they're not friendly with me. They would be a good ally. Like Razan, but... Maybe Razan will come into war with me, and then Tver will come into war with them, and then... I don't know. Oh! Looks like Moscow is at war with Kazan. Kazan and Crimea. Kazan and Crimea, but Crimea can't get there. I don't see how Crimea is going to get there. Well, anything that hurts Moscow, anything that costs them their manpower, they have the bonuses, so they're also at war with Kuala Kulid. Looks like these guys. So what we now need is for the Horde to join in. If the Maldukes were able to walk through here, I don't think they could. Well, we'll just see how this goes. Keep tabs on the war. If Moscow starts losing, and in some reason I have vision of these, I guess because I'm allied with Razan. If they start losing a lot of troops, maybe we take that opportunity to jump in. I'm gonna get in position for it anyway. Oh, I have a new leader. Should go ahead and make him a troop guy. 3 maneuver. That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna lead my horses on a wild goose chase of attrition. What other stats does anybody have? Anybody got any siege? No siege. He's a good combatant. He's 2-3. He can be a combatant. But the other guy is gonna... Oh no. Okay. Attrition. The bane of the Russians. So we're going to create a new unit. We're gonna create... This unit is gonna go stay here. This unit is gonna get the high maneuver leader. And it's gonna be my runners. Typically you can't move very quickly between here and there, but if I only have horses and I'm trying to occupy this province, good. Moscow's taking attrition. Good. So the Golden Horde has also declared on... Yeah, it looks like the Golden Horde has also declared on them. That's great. I can only say that is spectacular. So we have at war. I don't know if Crimea can get military access through here. Maybe they can. A war with some other people must be over here. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on the Moscow troops. If it looks like we have the opportunity to jump in, we'll buy a bunch of mercenaries and jump in and try to take back our 2 cores here. So they're winning that war, losing that war. Looks like the Golden Horde is moving in. Ryzad is at war with someone. So Kexholm got the culture we wanted, good. Navan. I don't know. St. Petersburg. I don't know why it's not called St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg Doesn't have the culture we want. I guess because it's Finnish. Probably, maybe if I convert it, it'll switch names. I know that was the case with Crusader Kings too. Sometimes things that switch names. So, any of these wars, yeah, they're winning the war with them, losing the war. This has just gotta be the best case scenario for me. It's just gotta be. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stop improving relationships with the Tectonic Order. Still can't offer an alliance. We cannot currently ally with them. We have blah 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 blah. Problem with being Orthodox. Just nothing good about being Orthodox except for this patriarchal authority. You can trade tax income. Does it say it? I mean, you can't really see it quite yet, but you can trade tax authority for manpower. I mean, not tax authority, tax income from manpower. So that's great. Do that. And the Defender of the Faith is actually not so bad with Orthodox, because you don't have to go to war for the dirty Catholics whenever they get declared out. You can just sit there, be Defender of the Faith, and be basically the only Orthodox nation once Georgia's dead and the Byzantines are dead. Which should be soon. Which should be soon. Looks like Georgia's like dead in like a minute. I don't know. They don't look to have much. They don't look to have much time left. So yeah, this is probably as good as it gets. So in 19 days, looks like Russia is gonna win this combat. But even if they won this combat, they're not gonna be completely lossless. So let's try it. They're fighting on the same side as the war as the enemy, so I can't call Rise in. I'm gonna go ahead and take this province because since attrition is such a big deal for Russia, I'm going to want to spread my mercenaries evenly out on these 3 provinces. And so, well, maybe that's not true. Which one of these has a higher supply limit? So even in a severe winter, that has 9. That has 9. Attrition 15. Attrition 15. So they're the same. This one also has a few more provinces for them to come from, but I'm going to go ahead and make this, because the one that you have as your cause for war is the one that the ticking war score starts on. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and hire mercenaries right now. You might be like, oh, well, if you're going to go over your limit, why buy mercenaries? They're more expensive. Because I don't want to spend this. This doesn't get spent with mercenaries. Your manpower, which is going to be like how much I can reinforce my troops. So let's move the mercenary division. What if I'm going to need more mercenaries? Better buy them while I can. Better buy one more mercenary. Okay, one more mercenary. Hopefully 11. Oh, see, I am suffering attrition here. Pretty bad attrition. I don't want to suffer attrition. So I'm gonna go up there. Plus this will give me the opportunity to just lose. Okay, so these are the enemy. Oh no, I thought there were less than that, gee. Well, here goes a lot. Oh no, are they gonna catch me here? Okay, they're gonna catch me here. Maybe if I do this, they'll stop and then go up again. Well, I don't know what to say. It looks like I might lose the game. Might lose it right here. We'll see. If I can win this combat. It's a bad combat. If I can win it, then I can maybe win. Looks like no. Most of the noble... My most noble eldest son is on trial for bribery. I don't really want to lose all that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So, how to come back from this? They're still at war with a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna let the manpower recover. Just see where I am at after that. Brutal defeat. They are getting a ticking war score because they control this province, but as soon as I take it, that'll be gone. How much did they get from that combat? They got a couple of points. They're winning all their wars. They're so strong compared to me. Well, let's burn through this manpower. That's why I did it. That's why I bought the mercenaries instead. Might be able to come over here and pick off these two. We just accomplished our objective. None of these, like we learned in our Japan Let's Play, do not take a mission if you're not about to achieve it. It's just not worth it because of that mission that can happen with rebels, where rebels spawn and you get 2 stability if you just choose the mission right then and knock out the rebels. So, okay, so they're not there anymore. Now they are. I really don't want to fight them. Where are these guys walking? Did the Ryzan army join against me or something? They're not at war with me. Can they fight me? See, that Ryzan thing really sucked. So they're suffering attrition. That's good. Anything? Yaroslav. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Are they still at war with all of these same nations? So losing the war with Quara, with these purples down here, I think. I don't know how they're winning the war. I haven't seen any of this. This color troops. So they're going to Belo Orzo on the 19th, and I'm getting there on the 20th. So what I want to do, I don't actually want to chase them. I think that that's a fool's errand. So I'm going to go ahead and try again to take that province. We're going to do a very similar strategy, whereby we send maybe this many, maybe more. They'll suffer attrition because it is January. So we're gonna go ahead and send them there, them up there. You guys can have this general, and the horses. The horses are gonna stay. I have vision of this province, so I know when they're gonna come from here. I want to be a little bit safer with my reinforcements, so the only way they can get to my reinforcements is through the province that is supposedly going to be the combat. So, so looks like most of these are Ryzan troops. I'm just gonna hold back for a while. I'm just gonna hold back. Yeah. Do I have to fight Ryzan here? They're not at war with me. How can they be fighting me? No clue. I really didn't expect that. This is the case. Okay, stay here. They only have 6. They must be suffering, must have no manpower left. I say that because they're not reinforcing, if you see. So these blues are Ryzan. I see. There are 6 enemy troops here. The Ryzan troops are not included in that 6. Gotcha. So, what do I want to do here? Do I want to take this fight and run my horses in? I think so. So I'm taking the fight and then running my troops in. With Ryzan not doing anything here, and I should win this combat. I still have a little bit of manpower left. I can still afford to take out loans, but when I didn't have any mercenaries, I had a lot of money. I'm gonna go ahead and take out a couple loans. I mean, this war, if I lose, I have game over. So, I mean, losing is just not an option. I have to win. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more mercenaries, as expensive as they are. I bought them over here because I don't want to get caught out. Okay, so first win for the good guys. So let's send you there, and you there. And I must have killed all of the troops because there's no retreat. And you here. The peasants of here have risen. So maybe I'll get the get that mission I was waiting for. Sometimes it happens. Go ahead and slow the game down just a bit. I don't have a good way of gauging their military strength, except that they were winning against Kazan before, and now they're losing, which makes me think that the tide has turned somehow in the favor of... See, Crimea hasn't been in the war at all. They have no war score. So, these guys are losing. That's fine. I don't really care about them. I just care about the impact that they have on... So I'm actually going to let the rebels sit there for a while. There's a negative 42% chance that they will siege through that province at any given at the next tick. So once that gets to, like, I don't know, negative 10, I'll worry about it. But for now, I want to wait and see if that mission to kill rebels. Oh, you know, or someone else will go kill the rebels for me. They are my allies, after all. They're just not giving me what I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and split these units. No, that was wrong. Go ahead and create a new unit. Horses only. Give them my maneuver guy. Move these guys over here. Just hope that I can siege through enough provinces and that Russia, or Moscow rather, is out of manpower, whereas I have some manpower left, and that they're still at war with these people, and that they're gonna consider that war as important as the war with me, and focus on the war with... See, we can track some Moscow troops here. We know that they're over here, and that they're walking this way, so we know that they're not over near us. Now, here is a lonely Yaroslavian troop. He is just asking for my cavalry to run over and hit him. Cavalry that do not have more than 60 will suffer insufficient support penalty. Gonna go ahead and send the footmen then. I don't know if this will affect my war score very much, but... Now, can I make an alliance with you yet? No, you're still hostile. Is anybody willing to ally with me? You guys would if I liked you, but I don't. I'm cordial, so I would, but I don't have positive relations with them. Luckily, Sweden is underneath Denmark. Just gonna leave this diplomat up in case anything I need happens. Try to scout out here, keep my eyes on this border. I can maybe tick it up a speed up. So we have enemy troops arriving in this place, which can mean only one thing. They have backup coming from behind. Now they stopped when I sent the cavalry toward, so that means they don't have enough backup to kill this plus the cavalry. Still not enough. And now they're backing off, and now they're coming back. It's just a stupid little dance. Civil War in Novgorod. The 14th century witnessed the start of the long struggle with Moscow for supremacy. Well, okay. Although it became a vassal of Moscow after the Muscovite invasions, Novgorod was allowed to remain self-government, and not until later did it come in complete control. Well, gaining a base tax is good. Karlina is currently a settlement, so they'll take over the settlement if I choose that option. Prestige is less important. Mercantilism is good, but then I'll get more revolts. I guess I'll choose this option because I want the base tax. That's not a bad option, and this is the least number of rebels, even though the peasant rebels would be easier to defeat. My troops are over here, so go ahead and do that. See how they instantaneously take control of that province due to... So I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys up here and just hope that no Russians come while I'm fighting these peasants. This number should tick up every month. See, it was... Oh, I breached the walls, and I'll breach the walls. That's good. That means that eventually I'll take this province and then get the positive ticking war score. I just have to hope that they don't... I don't really want to play this game with these guys. I need my troops over there to be backing up these siegers. I really don't want to play this game with you rebels. But you can see enemies of Russia and enemies of Russia, so they should be playing interference for me. I don't know how much I'll be able to take. Ah, good, a combat that's not over near me. And it looks like Russia's losing. This couldn't be going better. Russia's definitely low, if not out, of manpower at this point, so they're not reinforcing. Now, yeah, noble rebels are actually stronger than peasants. They have horses. So, see how they had horses. So that was a bad option, but it also was the least number of them, and I was nearby. I thought I could catch them because I have this maneuver general, but it didn't work out that way. Now, sometimes, if they're still in war, they'll give you a settlement, even if you don't have the war score to buy that settlement. Which means if I take this province and this province, I won't have the war score to get both of those provinces in a peace agreement. But they might give it to me anyway, just get me off their back. They're really getting trounced. It might be possible that they don't have any troops left, no money left, and I mean, I don't have a lot of money. What can I do about this? Raise war taxes. War taxes last until they are canceled or at peace. It would increase my monthly war exhaustion by a lot. I do not want that in the slightest. I don't care about that. I have to find some way of reducing my expenditures, though. What can I do? It's just not very expensive. Do I even have an advisor? No. I'm just gonna have to go deep into debt. There's no two shakes about it. I mean, I could get rid of some of these mercenaries, and what I'm gonna actually do is run these mercenaries to start sieging here, to sort of like speed up the war, and run these here so that they can go to both of these provinces. Because I'd be fine going into so much debt that I could do almost nothing but pay the interest. Because you have to take down Moscow. I mean, they're just so much more powerful than me. If in the peace agreement I could get them to release Perm and get some provinces, at least these two, maybe more, I wouldn't take either of these provinces. But I would take this one and this one, or this one. I wouldn't take anything that gave me a border with another enemy, because I want the enemies to be their enemies, not my enemies, until I'm strong. That's the entire plan. So I don't really know how long I've been recording at this point, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break right there.